just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tight end.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to the ground. Cook slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter. First drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 59 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hatch it. No. Off. 47. 26.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Linval Joseph on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Forbath will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check. 6-6. Pull it high.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Right here. All right, now here we go.
They try again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Well, they got the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 38 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what
try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Block 48. Give it up.
Now Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Prescott. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Mike 54. Night, sweetheart.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Here I come again.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. And Forbath will put this one through.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They run it again with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Protein spill.
Running for it, here's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Let's go, baby. We turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Cousins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Cousins. Complete. It's Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Prescott finding Witten, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They go to Elliott again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have another first down and more. And down to the 7-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Switch. Check 31. Hey, Phil.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.